Hi, welcome to another video about Audi A2. In this video I will not repair anything or do anything about the car because it is quite sorted, not yet finished, but it's sorted. But I will talk a little bit about Audi A2 experience, which I call it, and I will try to answer the question that many people ask me. Was it worth it to put so much money into this car, to put it back on the road and use it now, so that now that it works? I had some budget. I had a budget in my mind when I started 1 year ago getting this car ready, and yeah, of course I'm now way over the budget and the car is still not finished. But so from basically from the economic cost point of view, probably it was not worth it, because I would not get this money back now, although the prices of these cars are already starting to rise. But now check this one. And look at my face. So here is the answer. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Why? Because I love this thing. Bear in mind that I don't use this car as my daily. This is my weekend fun car, and I really just majority of the distance that I did in this few months that the car is back on the road is just this what I'm doing now. So just for fun. And this is, for example, just the type of the road that this car is perfect for. And why do I like it? Well, let's start with the weight. So this car has 1020 kilos. I have my daily car Octavia. It has, I think, around 1.4 tons. So almost 400 kilograms more. And when I first drove it, after a few years, after 8 years of not driving it, I was just astonished how good this car feels. Not how fast it is. It's not fast. I would be much faster with my Octavia here. And bear in mind that I have in my Octavia the suspension done, so I'm very satisfied with it. But this is completely different feeling. As you can see, I need to rev it to the limiter to get something of it, because it is 1.4 petrol, 75 horsepower. But look at this. And let me go back to the weight. So 1,220 kilos. So you can just throw it into the corner and it's perfect. There is no, I mean, the difference in the driving through the corners. Let me just turn back here. So the difference is just astonishing. How this car goes into the corners. Look now, look here. You see? There's just nothing. It just goes. It just changes the direction because it has 1 ton. And this was really shocking to me. Let me just. And all of this, what I'm doing now, even if I'm pushing to the limiter, I'm doing everything under the speed limit. So, I mean, this is just fun on the wheels. So the first reason is why I do like this, and what I call is A2 experience, is the weight. It's just astonishing in current days when cars are 1.5 tons and electric cars are 2 tons and even more. So this is just wow. Completely different feeling and completely different fun. It's not fast, but it's fun. So this is the first. The second is, I think that this car, let me just do this corner. You need to push it. The second is, I think that this car is just perfect blend between new and old cars. What do I mean this? New cars are fast, they are powerful, they go quickly through turns, I don't know anything, but they are also full of electronics. So basically the car is so good that the car is driving and you are just trying, I don't know, you are just giving it directions. The old cars, for example, I don't know, they are 90s or around 90s or something like this. Those cars are old. They are bad. The suspension is bad, it's wallowy, the steering wheel is not direct. This one is really direct, and it's not as direct as the new ones, but it is direct. So you can feel that that is an old car. Of course, they give you still the full enjoyment, but I don't know. I think that this is really perfect blend. So maybe just an example, you have in the airspace, you have gliders, and then you have a jumbo jet. So glider is completely analog, manual, and jumbo jet basically pilot is just putting the direction in, and it's just overlooking the plane that flies along. So I think that this is really perfect blend. And of course, let me just do this. This is, I mean, really, wow. This turn is really nice. And look at this, now I'm pushing it to the limit and I'm still under the speed limit. So this is the second one, the third one. Okay, so let me go back. Yeah, the plane analogy. So, and not that it is a perfect blend according to me, for me. This lightweight, it still handles okay. It does not have too much power. You really need to, you are driving the car, you are the one, and you are smiling all the way. So, and it still has some comfort functions. For example, it has air conditioning, it has the ESP ABS also, which is good from the safe point of view. And so it's not that I mean that you go for a drive and then you have problems, you don't like it, you need to really, I don't know, the back hurts or whatever. So this is the second reason. So a perfect blend between old and new cars. The third one is just the shape. I mean, just look at it. I don't like really much the shape from the front, but definitely I think that it is like a puppy, a small puppy that sees you and just wants to go driving. It's jumping, yes, very happy that it sees you. So this is from the front. I really do like the shape from the side, and of course from the back. I do like this from front, not so much, but okay. And I joke a lot that when you go towards the car, you don't know where it is, the front and the back. But either you like it, either you don't. That's a subjective thing. I do like it, so I'm very happy with it. So this is it. Now the next thing, so the fourth thing is just if you are at least a little bit technically inclined, you would need, let me just do these few turns. And this, this was it. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing, the shifter. So many old cars have really bad shifter, but this one is really nice. I can really throw it, as you can see, and it's really nice. It's not the best, but it is good. So the fourth thing, if you are at least a little bit technically inclined, you need to admire this Audi space frame chassis, that it's completely aluminum. This was the second car after the A8, which was the flagship for the Audi, and they went for this with this Audi space frame technology. And man, this car is stiff. It's really stiff. When you raise it up, you can see that it does not bend anything. Sorry, another turn. So you need to admire this. The car was basically 10 years at least ahead of its time. Also maybe too expensive from the manufacturing point, so this is why it was a sales fail. But I do admire it, and every time that I look at it I think about this, and this is a nice feeling. So this should be also a good classic, I think, from the future. If you have a car in a good condition, they already started to get some price hike, so this could be also an investment. So this is the next reason. And the last reason, the fifth, I think, is that I just like explicitly this car. I do miss the sunroof, so this is something that I would like to have, although that's it, I'm over that, so it's not so much so important. But I do like this combination from the exterior, cobalt blue. Let me just return back. Yeah, this is a piece of road that I really do like, and it's really close to me, so I can go just enjoying the car. I do like this combo from the beige interior, leather interior, it really looks nice, and the cobalt blue exterior, also the 16-inch SE wheels and everything. So I will leave it as it is. Although the leather is for in the summer and also in the winter really pain in the ass, because in the summer it's really hot and you just sweat all over, and in the winter it freezes you completely. But I do like it, so I do enjoy this car. Okay, let me go now a little bit slowly and talk. So this is it. This is all these reasons, I think, that they combine into what I call is Audi A2 experience. If you like to have something that is not this digital sterile feeling of the car as all the new cars are, and also the new cars, it's important just that you have 20-30 inch touch screen, and the suspension and so on, it's basically not important anymore. So that it really drives, it's light and so on. I think that this is the perfect car, and I do like it. It definitely has a lot of trouble codes, not trouble codes, but problems. So many of them I have tackled during this 1 year of repairing the car. And the good thing is that the online community is really great for this car, so you can get a solution quite quickly. The bad thing is that slowly the cars are going out from the road and also from the junkyards, and it will be more and more heavier, difficult to get spare parts for the cars. So I already bought a few of parts just to have it on stock. To have them on stock. But I think that this is really a good car for someone that can appreciate this A2 experience. Not the car as itself, because it's not fast, it is not really good, but it is a special thing from technical point of view, and also inside it is quite spacious for this size, and it's not a cheap car, as they said when they put it on the market. This is not a cheap car, this is an Audi. This is a small Audi, this is not a cheap Audi. So this is it. And now maybe also I would like to answer one question. If you are buying, for example, a car for a daily car, a small car, if you need, would I recommend this car? No. They really, as I said, the prices are starting to creep up, and they are already a little bit more expensive. So if you would like to buy a car, if you don't already have Audi A2, I would not recommend it, because as I said, it has problems, its problems. 2000s were not the best years for Audi quality. For example, plastic is sticky, I don't know, radio is dying, CCU unit for the central locking for the windows, everything. There are a lot of problems. If you enjoy Audi A2 experience, if you understand it, then you will go through this and you will just solve the problems. But if you would like to have a daily, then you will be very frustrated. You will need to repair it constantly, and so I would not recommend it. Also, why, as I said, prices are starting to creep up, and they are already were a little bit more expensive, at least here in Slovenia and also in Europe. So I would advise anyone to buy just a newer car, for example 2010, 2011, for the same price, and just drive that car, because from realistic point of view, that is a better car. It is a safer car. It's new, 1-2 generations older, a newer. It has more safety, better airbags, anyway, anything better. So for a daily, I would advise that to go that route. But if you like the A2 experience, if you understand it, if you drive it, and if you get it, then just try to get the best car, the Audi A2 in best shape that you can, condition that you can. Even if it is a little bit more expensive, repair it, everything that it's needed, and just enjoy it, as I'm enjoying now. So let me show you again. Now this is the Audi A2 experience. And no, you don't need to push it like this, but I just enjoy it. And this chuckability, into the corners, I mean, this is just crazy. How you can just throw it into the corners and it just goes. And the best thing is that if you are a good driver, it still leaves you that you go explore its tops. So you can go to the okay, you can go to the top of the how much it can do. So it is not so much good that it basically, when you are driving 100, 150 and you are just feeling nothing. So here I'm driving now 70 and I do enjoy. I know that I'm driving, it's not the car. So this was the video about Audi A2 experience. I hope that I explained a little bit why for me it was worth it. I will do a video in the future how much it cost me all this, and I really blew the budget, but okay, whatever. But it was worth it. Every euro, it was worth it. And this what I'm doing now, this is what this car is intended to. And I'm trying to seek all the days now, because the winter is coming, and of course when the salt will hit the road, the car will go for the winter sleep. I will not be using it because, as I said, this is a weekend fun car, and I will wait for the spring to get it out again and enjoy. I have quite a few things to do still, so I will still work on it, so it will not be so forgotten as it was last 8 years. But so this is it. Thank you for watching. Drive safe, and of course smile when you drive, because driving is always fun, especially if you drive Audi A2. Bye.